I woke up this morning with only $5 in my pocket. It was a challenge I set for myself to experience what it's like to be broke for an entire day. And let me tell you, it was both terrifying and eye-opening. The first thing I noticed is that my stomach was growling louder than my bank account balance. Breakfast is usually my big splurge, but today I had to skip it. No money means no food, and that's a tough pill to swallow, especially when you're used to a certain standard of living. But then I remembered, people survive on less than $5 a day. I can do this. As the morning wore on, I started to feel the weight of my financial situation. Every time I walked past a cafe or a grocery store, I was reminded of what I was missing out on. The smell of fresh coffee beans and pastries made it even harder to resist. But I kept telling myself, you can do this. Just get through the day. Then I had a light bulb moment. I realized that there are plenty of free activities around town. I just needed to get creative. So I packed a lunch of peanut butter crackers, which were thankfully in my cupboard, and headed out for a day of exploring. I found some cool street art, walked around a lake, and even checked out a free museum. It was a beautiful day, and I couldn't help but smile. Maybe being broke wasn't so bad after all. I mean, who needs fancy restaurants when you have nature's beauty, right? But as the evening approached, I started to feel hungry again. By now, my $5 were long gone, and I was out of options. I considered getting a cheap takeout, but it was too expensive. I thought about asking a friend for help, but I wanted to see how far I could go on my own. So I did something I never thought I would do. I went dumpster diving. To my surprise, I found some delicious leftovers outside a restaurant. It wasn't the best food I've ever eaten, but it was free and it hit the spot. By the end of the day, I was exhausted, dirty, and feeling pretty defeated. But I made it. I survived 24 hours with just $5. It was a humbling experience that taught me a lot about myself and the world around me. I learned that I'm more resilient than I thought, but also that I'm incredibly grateful for the money I have. Now, if you're broke, don't worry, you got this. You're stronger than you think. And if you're not broke, well, count your blessings and help someone out. You never know when they might need it.